Arachne did not lose because her weaving was worse. She lost because her tapestry told the truth about the gods. Athena examined every thread. She found no mistake. Then the goddess destroyed the work and struck its creator. The contest was supposed to prove that mortals could never equal Olympus. Instead, it revealed something far more dangerous. A human artist could match a goddess. An art could expose what divine power wanted forgotten. The punishment would transform Arachne forever, but it could not stop her from weaving. Arachne lived in Lydia, a region famous for textiles and purple dye. She was not born into a powerful family. Her father, Idmon, worked with wool and dye. Her mother had died. No palace protected the young artist. No famous ancestry explained her talent. Yet people traveled great distances to watch her work. Nymphs left the forests and rivers. They stood beside Arachne's loom. Her hands moved with impossible precision. She selected the raw wool. She drew it into thread. She arranged color and shadow. Figures appeared within the fabric. The process was as beautiful as the finished tapestry. Observers said Athena herself must have taught her. Athena was the goddess of wisdom, strategy, and skilled craft. Weaving belonged to her sacred domain. For many artists, comparison with Athena would have been the highest compliment. Arachne rejected it. She said her ability was her own. She had learned through practice. She had no divine teacher. Then she made a dangerous challenge. Let Athena compete with her. If the goddess won, Arachne would accept any punishment. The words traveled upward. Athena came to Lydia disguised as an old woman. She approached the loom and offered advice. Arachne could claim superiority over other mortals. She should not challenge a god. The old woman urged her to apologize. Athena might forgive youthful pride. Arachne did not retreat. She insulted the stranger. Then she repeated the challenge. If Athena wished to defend her reputation, why had she not appeared? The disguise vanished. The goddess stood before her. Everyone bowed. Arachne did not. The looms were prepared. The contest began. Athena chose a subject that celebrated divine order. At the center, she showed her contest with Poseidon for control of Athens. The gods watched from their thrones. Poseidon struck the earth with his trident. Athena produced the olive tree. The city accepted her gift. Around the edges, Athena added warning scenes. They showed mortals who had challenged gods. Each challenger suffered transformation or death. The border delivered a clear message. This is what happens when human pride crosses its limit. Arachne chose a different subject. She did not show the gods in majesty. She showed them using power to deceive vulnerable people. Her tapestry included Zeus taking many forms. He appeared as a bull before Europa. He appeared as a swan before Leda. He appeared as golden rain before Danae. Other gods also appeared in disguise. Poseidon became animals and natural forces. Apollo entered mortal stories under false appearances. The tapestry recorded seduction, manipulation, and violence. Arachne's technical skill was flawless. The bodies moved. The disguises looked convincing. The victim's fear and confusion appeared in thread. She used the beauty of weaving to reveal ugly acts. Athena inspected the work. According to Ovid's famous account, she could find no defect. The mortal had not merely competed. She had succeeded. That success created the real crisis. If Arachne's work had been clumsy, Athena could have corrected her. If the subject had been harmless, the goddess could have praised her. But a perfect tapestry of divine misconduct could not be dismissed. Athena tore it apart. She struck Arachne with the shuttle used for weaving. The artist's body survived the blows. Her dignity did not. Arachne placed a cord around her neck. She tried to end her life. Athena stopped the death, but mercy and punishment became difficult to separate. The goddess transformed Arachne. Her hair fell away. Her body shrank. Her fingers became thin legs. She became a spider. Athena condemned her and her descendants to hang and weave forever. The English word arachnid still carries her name. Every web becomes a reminder of the contest. At first glance, the myth appears to condemn arrogance. Arachne boasts. She refuses advice. She challenges a goddess in the goddess's own art. Ancient stories often warn mortals against hubris. No human should forget the distance between Earth and Olympus. But Arachne's story does not remain inside that simple lesson. Her tapestry really is excellent. The goddess really does fail to find an error. Athena responds with violence after losing control of the judgment. The myth therefore raises a second possibility. Perhaps power calls honest competition arrogance when it fears the result. Arachne's subject matters as much as her skill. Athena creates official history. Her tapestry presents the gods as protectors of order. It places punishment along the border like a frame around acceptable truth. Arachne creates a counter-history. She shows what divine disguises cost mortals. The same gods appear in both works. The perspective changes. Athena looks from the throne. Arachne looks from the ground. Art becomes an argument about whose experience deserves to be remembered. This conflict makes the destruction of the tapestry significant. Athena does not debate its message. She tears the evidence apart. Then she attacks the artist. When authority cannot prove a story false, it may try to make the storyteller disappear. But transformation creates an unexpected result. Arachne continues weaving. She no longer has a human voice. She no longer creates large scenes of gods and victims. Yet every web displays structure, patience, and technical mastery. The punishment spreads her craft across the world. Athena tries to reduce one artist. Instead, she creates an entire species of weavers. That irony keeps the myth alive. Arachne loses her body and name as a human woman. But the world remembers her whenever a spider lowers itself on a thread. The story also understands the vulnerability of artists. Skill can attract admiration. It can also threaten patrons, rulers, and institutions. An artist may be praised while the work remains decorative. The response changes when the work reveals abuse. Arachne refuses to separate beauty from truth. Her tapestry is dangerous precisely because it is beautiful. People want to look at it. Once they look, they cannot easily forget what it shows. Athena herself is not a simple villain. She represents discipline, intelligence, and civilization. She also operates inside a divine order built by Zeus and the Olympians. Arachne's images attack that order. The goddess may experience the tapestry as an assault on everything she protects. But understanding the anger does not justify the punishment. The contest reveals the limit of Athena's wisdom. She can recognize flawless technique. She cannot tolerate the truth carried by it. Modern retellings often turn Arachne into a proud girl who receives a deserved lesson. That version is easy to teach. Respect your teachers. Do not boast. Know your limits. Ovid's version remains more unsettling. Arachne may be proud. She may also be right. Her punishment does not prove that Athena was the better artist. It proves that Athena had greater power. Those are not the same thing. The myth asks us to notice the difference between losing a contest and losing protection. Arachne wins on the loom. She loses in the room. The judge is also her opponent. The opponent is also a god. No rule can protect her once the result becomes unacceptable. Yet the final image refuses complete defeat. A spider hangs from a nearly invisible line. It creates geometry from its own body. Wind tears the web. The spider begins again. The work is fragile. The practice survives. That may be Arachne's last answer to Athena. Power can destroy one tapestry. It cannot end the need to make another. So remember what the two women wove. Athena showed the authority of gods. Arachne showed the consequences of that authority. One surrounded her work with examples of punishment. The other filled hers with people who had never controlled the story. Athena tore the threads apart, but the myth preserved their meaning. Arachne challenged a goddess and paid with her human life. She became a creature many people fear. Still, she kept the one power the goddess could not take away. She kept weaving.